In grade 4, I joined my school's track and cross country teams. I realized I had a knack for it and quickly fell in love with it. I've made the papers, I've raced against adults and placed. I've run all over the world.
I'm just out for my run.
That's the Anne Frank house. Leaving Prague today. That's the Vienna Canal behind me.
Good morning, world.
But it's not just running. I play every sport, from water skiing to soccer, even golf. I actually got a hole in one once. Basketball to rock climbing. You name it, I do it. I got my first skateboard when I was 7. So here's what happened.
I found Kyle on my run, and he's gonna follow me. All right, let's go!
It was a chance encounter, and he followed me for a few blocks to, well... Then it was onto my boosted board. If you don't know, it's an electronic motorized longboard with a top speed of 22 miles an hour. I just grabbed it and was on my way to get some work done for an upcoming film production. But then this happened.
I just crashed on the boosted board going full speed. Kinda, I don't know if you can see it, kinda wrecked the remote. And my knees kinda, yeah, that wasn't good.
I ate total shit and broke my ankle. It was just some stupid rock, and the doc told me it'd be 6 weeks until I could walk again. 12 until I could run. They patched me up, gave me a boot, and set me on my way. And Kyle came over later to make sure he could rub it in.
Like a pro.
I was told to do as little as possible the first 3 weeks, and then physio for the next. The problem was that film shoot I mentioned was in 6 weeks and 1 day exactly, and I couldn't miss it. I tried to do as little as possible, but that doesn't come easy to me. Even watching my favorite movie, The Graduate, didn't work because there's this shot where Dustin Hoffman is running towards a church, and it was a reminder of what I was missing out on. I couldn't do nothing, so I jumped the gun and started doing some light exercises. Between that, it was doctor's offices and just feeling like I was under house arrest. It was really just frustrating how long even the simplest of tasks took. Whether it was carrying food to the kitchen table, going down a flight of stairs, or taking a shit. What pushed me over the edge, though, was when I started getting sympathy cards in the mail.
Okay, so that's it right there. It's been 6 weeks.
But somehow I made it. The doc okayed me to lose the crutches and to go to set, with exactly 1 day to spare. The shoot went well. I can't actually show any of the behind the scenes footage because it's not out yet, but it was nice to be outside again, to be working on something. Everything was going great. Until I tripped and hit my head and had a little baby seizure on the ground. I spent the night in the ER. I didn't re-break it or have a concussion, but it set me back another 3 weeks, and I was gonna miss most of the shoot. The one silver lining, though, was that this time I could start physio right away. I wish I could say that the process was a cool montage spliced to some music, but the truth is, it was just me at home, doing boring, repetitive exercises over and over and over again. And since we're telling the truth here, there's one more thing that happens when you break your ankle.
See, going into this thing, I think it was pretty obvious that this was going to be a very tough physical challenge. But what I think was most surprising is that it wasn't just a physical challenge, and more importantly, it wasn't just my problem. You know, because the reality is that I was putting a burden on a lot of my friends and family with this thing. Like, their lives, for more or less, got harder because of all the slack that I was leaving for them to pick up. Just because they say it's okay, it doesn't necessarily make me feel any better, or that this is, you know, this was fair to put all my responsibilities on them like that. But with that said, this is the first day that I'm going to be running out on the real road without physio or anyone monitoring me, so we're going to see how that goes. All right, let's go do it. Amazing. It went amazing. The run was amazing, my foot feels amazing, I feel amazing, everything was good. I just started running and I looked down and I looked up again and I was a mile in, and then I looked down again and I looked up again and I was 2 miles in. There was no stopping me out there. Now, I didn't run very fast, I didn't run for a long time, I didn't run very far, but I did, you know, I did at all. I feel like doing stuff now, I feel like accomplishing things. I don't want to lie in bed watching movies and TV shows like a scrub all day. Yes!